Most people are familiar with the parable of the talents, where one received 5 talents, the one received 2, and the other received 1 talent. The point I would make right there is that everyone comes into this world with a talent. But as the parable unfolds, we see that not everybody develops their talent into a skill. I think there's a difference between talent and skill. Again, I think everybody comes into the world, I like to say, with seeds of potential. I don't think anybody comes into the world without any seeds at all. Now, I will agree that we come in with some different seeds, and that's great. What if we all had the exact same seed? Yeah, it'd be kind of a boring world, wouldn't it? So we all have these different seeds of potential, but not a lot of people really develop their true God-given potential. And that developing the potential, that's the skill. Now, it's really simple formula. This is not rocket science. You identify what your talent is. Some people would say passion, your heart's desire, and there's a little more to say about that. And then you work like a dog. You work hard hour after hour, week after week, year after year, and you cultivate that skill until one day you become one of those people that others call an expert. That's the way it works, right? Not real fancy, but that's it. You just have to keep cultivating and working and learning it. And since we're all unique, while I'm going to learn a lot from other people, the Bible is chock full of examples, and there are things to learn from every one of those examples, but an individual's life today will not be exactly like, say, Joseph's life or Moses' life or David's life or Paul or Peter. Just name any Bible person that you want. Now, another thing here is that you've got to keep at it. First tries are ugly. First tries are almost always ugly. In the first try, normally what we admire is the person's willingness to try. Because let's face it, we know they're going to look ugly. They're going to stumble, bumble, and fall around. But we admire that spunk, that I can do it attitude, that let me in, coach, I want to play this game. That's the part we really admire in the beginner. Their heart's in it. And if their heart's really in it, then they keep trying and trying and trying and trying, and they just keep growing and growing and growing. And one day we're sitting back going, wow, they're good. Why are they good? Well, they had a seed of potential, a basic talent they came into the world with, and then they identified it, and then they kept working at it and kept working at it and kept working at it until it became a skill that we admire. Now we have different talents. I've already said that, but one of the things you got to be careful of is to be sure that when you identify your basic talent, it really is in you. Because sometimes what happens is we hear a singer, and he or she is awesome, and we are inspired, and they touched our heart, and we want to sing like that. We want to sing at that level. Not everybody can sing at that level. And sometimes we have to back off and say, look, I'm not going to be an NBA player. I'm not going to be the best singer. I'm not going to be a rocket scientist. There are some people who excel at academics. You know those people where they sit through the class and they grasp it all in one sitting. And then there are those of us who have to fight and fight and fight and fight for it. Well, if you're really hungry for it, then keep fighting. I'm not going to tell you can't. But sometimes you got to look at something and go, that's really not my God-given potential. You have to be honest with yourself. Now, at that point, don't stop. Don't get depressed. Find your God-given potential. Find that basic talent that's innate in you and develop that one, because that's the place you're really going to shine. No matter what it is, that's the place you're going to excel. Now, I want to bring you to Christianity, of course, because in Christianity, everybody can excel at some level or another. Not everybody can be a preacher, not everybody's going to be the song leader, not everybody's going to be this or that. But there is a niche in Christianity for absolutely everyone. And if you can find your place there, these ladies that teach the little bitty kids, the little 3 and 4 year olds, that's awesome. That's crazy wonderful. Some of these ladies are just like Einsteins at this stuff. And if you'd take the preacher and stick him in there, we'd be lost and bumble and fumble, and it'd be a disaster. That'd be a learning experience, boy, that's for sure. And so there's a place in Christianity, whether it's to comfort and love or to encourage or support. There's just a place for everybody. And you can find that place and you can excel. You can take that basic talent God gave you to work in His vineyard and you can grow. And you can be one of those people that others look at and go, wow, they're good, because you are. Neat idea, huh? So, a little bit of something to think about on your talent versus your skill. I want you to get out there and develop your skill and take it as far as your heart desires, to the glory of God, of course. Give these things some thoughts, put your comments below, and have a great day.